us to go. We are trusting in you to lead us. We are trusting that you will order our steps. But you said in your word that we can do all things through Christ, which strengthen us. And we take, oh God, your word to our hearts, that you are our shepherd, and we don't have to want for anything. Anything that come up against us, Lord God, you said that we are more than conquerors, and we will conquer whatever come up against us, with you being our guide. Lead us, teach us, humble us, keep us humble in every way. This we pray in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. It is in Jesus' name. All of God's children say amen, amen, and amen. Now, okay, I still got the mic. We will now have a tribute to our dear sister, Shirley. She is truly going to be missed. She was a faithful supporter. She loved the Rattlers. She loved the coaches. Y'all know she would always let the coach know her opinion, what she thought he should do, and then she would pray for him. So let us continue to keep her family, Pat, and all the other family members in our prayers. In addition to that, I got word just a few minutes ago, we also have another fallen Rattler, Curtis Miranda. He was an outstanding football player and a member of the Hall of Fame. Let us also keep his family in our prayers.
There's another one as well.
I'm sorry. Yes, ma'am.
Terry Buford.
And Dr. Walker said Terry Buford also is another fallen Rattler.
Right.
And at this moment, I'll give way to Joe Bullock to say just a few words. No, I'm sorry. Hold on, Joe. The coach is coming. So at this moment, let us just bow our heads for a moment of silence for our fallen Rattlers.
Yeah.
Amen.
What's on What's Mighty Rattlers?
Our head coach is now here. Let us all stand and give him a hand, please, if you don't mind.
I'm trying to interrupt you. Be back up. Said it's game music. Game music. Y'all ain't telling me. But I figured that's what you want to put your band set up.
Right. Welcome. Welcome. Oh, you got to have some Rattler spirit now. Get up. All right. Now, before I take my seat, I would like to introduce to each and every one of you, which all of you know, our CEO and our president, Dr. Geraldine Jackson. She is our new president, and our vice president is Clayton Smith. Let us stand and give them a hand, please.
Hello, Rattlers. I want to piggyback on what Reverend Wilson just said. We thank each of you for coming today to help kick off this new year, 2026, which we plan to be exciting and productive. And that's why we are asking for your input. On New Year's Day, when all of us were having black eyed peas and making resolutions and plans for 2026 and waiting for the football games, Von Wilson put his plans in writing to the Eddie Jackson 220 Quarterback Club, informing us that his plan for the new year would be to resign as president of the Eddie Jackson 220 Quarterback Club in order to spend more time with his business, his mom, and some traveling with his wife. As you know, Vaughn's business received the City's Vitality Improvement Award last year, and his business is really taking off. So, and he has been sacrificing his business to spend time with us. In fact, today he is on a big job with the city that he had not been able to do previously on Wednesdays. But because of his love for the Eddie Jackson 220 Quarterback Club, he will continue to live stream with the assistance of his assistants and be here as much as possible. He came yesterday and got everything all set up for us. We are indebted to Vaughn for his service and dedication for the past 2 years and look forward to him continuing to be a powerful force with us. So on January 27th, the board members met to begin planning for 2026 and decided to collapse the CEO and president position into one position and name me as that person. And thank you so much, I guess. Selvin Carr has decided to cut back on some of his activities because you mentioned last year he was giving up presidency of the Boosters. So in his place, Clayton Smith was elected as the vice president. The other board members are Al Borders, our treasurer in the back that I found. Wilma Wiggs, our financial secretary. Barbara Norwood. Of course, Reverend Martha Wilson. James Matthews. Selling Cobb, who stayed on with us. Hal Thornton. See here? Okay, he's not here today. Okay. Did I miss it? Did everybody? Okay. And Elisa English, who's at her daytime job today. These are a great group to work with, longtime supporters of 220. And we have some exciting plans to share with you later. But today belongs to our new coach. And the reason he's looking a little sleepy because he has been out of town at a coaches conference, got back late last night, huh? But he kept his word to be here today. So at this point, we want to hear from him so he can get back and do all the things he missed while he was away. We all know Coach Gray. He is a former Rattler quarterback, a former NFL player, a former offensive coordinator for the Rattlers, a current Hall of Famer, FAMU Hall of Famer, and a current head football coach for Florida Agriculture and Mechanical University. Let's hear it for our coach.
First of all, I thank you so much for that warm introduction. It's been a couple of years since I've been back in this building and standing in front of you. Last time I was here, I had on blue and gold, and was taking my first head coaching job at Albany State. And for me, as I sort of kind of put it in my press conference, I'm excited. I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to be home, and I'm excited just to be in a place that I call home. When it comes down to it, you know, I really first and foremost want to sincerely apologize for being late, because the reason that I was late, as you understand, if you understand the climate of college football, it's about money. And, you know, you got players that are hearing rumors about this, rumors about that, and they want to sit in your office and find out if those rumors are true, right? So I had a couple fires that I had to put out this morning before I got here. So I do apologize for being a little tardy, but I wasn't gonna miss it for the world. So I'm excited to be here. I'm excited about the direction of Florida A&M football, and I'm excited to be the person that's leading that charge. From the standpoint of staff and all that good stuff, we are working diligently to get those guys onboarded. They have been selected and they have been identified, but I can't identify them until they are officially on board. And hopefully we can get that situated today, no later than tomorrow. But I promise you, the staff that we have assembled is a staff of integrity, great character, and most importantly, people that are going to help our young men take themselves where they can't take them, or take them where they can't take themselves. So we're looking forward to officially getting those guys on board, and then officially being able to introduce them to you all as the public and supporters of the program at Florida A&M University. All right. I'd be remiss if I didn't acknowledge my beautiful wife, who's in Albany, Georgia, working and couldn't be here. She's one of the reasons that I'm able to continue doing the job that I do, because she's able to take care of home while I'm away and do some things for me that has allowed me to pursue the career that I've wanted to pursue. And I give a lot of my success, if not the majority of it, to her, because she's allowed it to happen, right? So at the end of the day, I'm thankful for her and what she does for our family, because we are a blended family, and it takes a lot to be able to handle those types of things. So for that, I'm totally appreciative and thankful for her and her doings. There's a lot of work to be done, right? From the standpoint of, you always want to talk about football, but there's a lot of work to be done behind the scenes, especially dealing with the academic piece, the APR, and all that good stuff. And I think when it comes down to that, the APR and getting our student athletes where they need to be, it's a matter of accountability, right? Holding these guys accountable for what it is that they come to college truly to do. Yeah, we understand the portal and what it does and how it's sort of kind of taking college football in a different direction. But while you're on the college campus, you're there for a reason. And you're there to get that education. And you got to value that. The biggest problem that I have, or we have as college coaches, is they're putting more value on the dollar versus putting the value on the academic piece. And I think that's sort of kind of where we've lost ourselves with college athletics. It's more about the bag that per se than the academics. And that's what we have to put our focus really back on as college coaches, the academics. Because as I said in the press conference, there's no better degree than the FAMU degree. And if you're coming on our campus, you don't understand that, right? So for me, the way we recruit, or the way we will recruit, right, you have to be able to value the academic piece and the education that you're going to get from here versus what I can give you to put in your pocket to buy a gold chain. Because that ain't really what it's about, right? Especially if it ain't a real gold chain, right? So at the end of the day, you want to make sure that you have something of value. And that Florida A&M education is something that's definitely of value, because I know what it means. I know what value it brings. Because if I didn't, I wouldn't be standing here in front of you today, right? So I understand how college football and college athletics works now, but I also understand the value of the education that these kids have the opportunity to get. All right, so just understand that we're working diligently with the athletic department and the university to make sure that we're getting ourselves where we're supposed to be. from an academic standpoint. Now, when it comes down to football, and that's the reason that, you know, I'm here, that's coming. That's going to come, right? As I said, we're going to put the staff together that's going to make sure that we're putting the best product on the field, right? We're going to evaluate each and every position. I don't need anybody assuming that because this person played last year, that person did this last year. That don't matter. Because if they did it the right way or the best way, I probably wouldn't be standing here, right? So let's just be mindful and be honest about a couple things. So we got to make sure that we're putting the best product on the football field as well as getting the best out of them in the classroom. So we're as a staff, we're continuously evaluating the kids that are on the roster while we're evaluating the kids that are in the portal, and then ultimately evaluating the kids that are still on the high school level that are looking for opportunities, because we have to fill out our roster. As much as people are going to this portal and all that good stuff, these high school kids are still deserving as well. And there are more quality high school kids available because of the portal. So we got to make sure that we're tapping into that bowl a lot more than, to me, portal, because we'll be able to develop these kids. There'll be a lot more ready-made players that are ready to come play college football versus what it was in the past. So it gives us the opportunity to be successful early. So that's what we're working on day in and day out, right? Obviously, you know, we got spring ball and all that good stuff coming up. What I can tell you is on April 4th will be the Orange and Green game. So you guys have a date that you can circle in terms of that. We'll start spring practice the week of February 24th. Last week of February, we'll start spring practice, and we'll have 8 practices before spring break. We'll have 7 right after, and it'll culminate with the Orange and Green game on April 4th. All right. As far as the schedule, as far as I know, is done. Right? It is done. We're waiting to get some contracts situated. We've got the teams lined up that we want to play and are going to play. And it's just a matter of getting that legal stuff taken care of so we can release it to the public and make sure you guys be able to get your hotels hopefully before they put the prices where they want to put them. Right? So understand that we're working diligently. The university is working diligently. Athletics. Mr. Davis has hit the ground running in terms as the athletic director and trying to get things moving forward as we go down this road. The other thing I want to sort of kind of acknowledge is Marvin and the job he's done with the fundraising efforts. The Restore the Strike fundraiser has been tremendous so far. The donations are continuing to come in. We got a few people that have donated several times. Big donation came in on yesterday that we'll get with those folks and thank them. But we want to thank everybody for whatever you gave. It don't matter how big, how small. We thank you for just supporting this movement and where we're going with the football program, right? As some of the things that we talked about in terms of how we want to use those dollars and just things in general that we need from a perspective of how we make the program move forward. As you heard in my press conference, if you listen, I think playing in Bragg Stadium is a privilege, right? I think practicing there every day is not something we should do. We got practice fields and we need to utilize them because that's the experience. Playing in Bragg Stadium on Saturdays is a privilege. You have to earn that. But if you're on that carpet each and every day, it don't mean as much to you, right? We practice on that practice field with Coach Billy Joe every day, and if you weren't prepared during the week, you ain't putting on a uniform and stepping on that field on Saturdays, right? And for me, it sort of kind of lends to the same thing, right? You got to earn the right to wear that orange and green, all right? It has never been given to anybody. Everything that we've got, every FAMU that's been through FAMU wears that orange and green proud because you had to earn it. Right? When I first got here, orange and green wasn't my favorite color because it was my rival from high school. I went to Dillard High School. Ely High School was my rival, right? So when I got to FAMU, I had to change that quickly and understand how that orange get brighter and that green get tighter, right? So I had to understand that fairly quickly and get an understanding of how you can put those two combinations together to make it look good, right? So understanding that and just understanding what it's going to take to get this program where we want it is really going to be tremendous. I'm looking forward to the challenge of taking this program where it rightly belongs, and that's at the top of FCS and HBCU football. And with that, it's going to take everybody, from a community standpoint, from a support staff standpoint, coaching staff, university, everybody that's associated with FAMU. It's going to take everybody, because when we win, everybody going to be a part of it. So while we're preparing to win, I need everybody to be a part of the giving so we can get what we need to get there, right? So with that, take some questions from anybody that has any questions about what we got going on. Yes, sir.
Are we losing many kids? Been rumors about kids. Are we losing many?
There's about we had about 14 kids enter the portal, and to be honest with you, the guys that we wanted back came back. There's some couple kids that may have entered the portal, and from an academic standpoint or a standpoint, because let me help people understand that those that are watching, we want kids of integrity, right? We want kids that are good people as well. And some of the kids that entered the portal, I had to do some research, talk to coaches and talk to players that are already in the program about certain people. Do we want them back? And some of the guys, it was a resounding no, because they were good football players, but they weren't good people. And to me, if you're a good person, you probably can end up being a great football player. So guys that ended up coming out of the portal, we definitely wanted to come out of the portal. There's a couple guys that are still in there that we're trying to entice to come out. But at the end of the day, some of the guys that have matriculated and gone to other places, it's been good for them because they went and got a bag, per se. But for the most part, the guys that we retained have been the guys that we truly wanted, and there's a couple more that we'll probably get to be able to come out with. Yes, sir.
Coach, listening at you talk, you will be your own come to Jesus coach, right?
Absolutely.
All right,
There
thank
won't be any more pressure on me than I'm gonna put on myself.
Well, what I'm saying, when it's time to pull a kid to the side, you will tell them what is up and what is down.
100% transparency. What the problem that I think we have these days is a lot of times we ain't upfront and honest with these kids. And if you're upfront and honest with them, again, this is the reason why I was late. Because kid says, Coach, I heard you gave a kid this. Well, first of all, I ain't had no conversation with anybody that deals with money to give a kid money. So how are you hearing that? I said, because at the end of the day, I need to have a conversation with the family exchange before I can I got to understand how it works before I can give somebody anything. And on top of that, I don't know what their budget is to give anybody anything, right? So having that understanding and then letting the kids know that, hey, if we can do something, we will. But if we can't, I'm not going to promise you nothing I can't give.
You will be doing more high school recruiting than going in the junior college or the transfer kid.
It depends on the need. And that's why spring ball is going to be so important for us, right? We got some things that we're trying to fill in terms of positions right now with guys hopping in the portal and then guys that have ultimately lost their eligibility because they've exhausted it. So there's some immediate needs that we need that we're trying to fill through the portal, but those positions that we can't fill with the portal, then we're definitely going to be hitting that high school track and make sure we're getting quality student athletes.
Yes, Quinn, Coach Gray. Welcome back home, first of all. Welcome back home. The question I wanted to ask, as far as the talent from Division II in FCS or FBS, I know you brought your quarterback with you there, Mr. Knowles. Trust us, we know him well from the game we played not long ago. We know his ability.
Right.
What do you say about the talent level that we may come in from a Division II to a FCS or FBS? Because if we look at the young man that came from a Division II, Trinidad, that at Ole Miss, but almost in the championship, almost in the championship. So the talent that we're looking at, we're also going to be bringing in Division II. But you feel that just elevates them when they get to another level where they get what they need to be better?
I think when it comes down to the Division II kids versus guys that these FBS folks are realizing that the level of play on Division II is a lot better than they think, because a lot of these Division II kids are going to that level and being very successful. So they're starting to trickle down in Division II and taking a lot more kids from Division II, not only just Division II, but Division II HBCUs because of the type of football. And then on top of that, and I ain't talking about just me, there's quality coaching going on the Division II level. You're talking about coaches that just haven't had the chance to get to the Division I level and get to that point where they can show their talents on this level. I'm fortunate myself, Chennis Berry, Coach Jackson from Prairie View are just a few to name that have gotten a chance to go on and get to that level and hopefully, take that next step. But the talent that recruiting is recruiting. You know what I mean? You need what you need to win. So again, when I talk about the portal and high school recruits, we on a Division II level, that same thing that's happening with FCS and the quality of kid that's available, because the FBS is more portal related, that's more quality talent for the Division II that the FCS can't take too. So there's more ready-made players that's coming to the Division II that are coming. I played more freshmen than I probably played seniors this past year. You know what I mean? So the quality of talent is tremendous on that level, and the FBS and the FCS is just starting to notice that, or not notice, but starting to catch on to that, because all they're doing is taking a list of the all-conference team and going to take them from them teams. Same thing FBS is doing to the SWAC, the MEAC. They take the conference, all-conference teams, go down it, offer them this kind of money, and them kids are gone. So when it comes down to it, we're going to be strategic with making sure that we're filling our roster out the right way, whether it's Division II, high school, or portal, not HBCU, but FBS, Group of 5, whatever it is, we're going to make sure they're the best kids for FAMU, right? And that's what it's truly all about, not necessarily whether they D2, 1, or whatever. They got to be the best kids for FAMU, whether they D2, 1, or high school.
All right, thank you. Another thing, some of us remember a young man, Otima Sampson, who was a quarterback here with the Rack Boys and all. Came, I think, through Albany State as well, I think, with Coach Billy Joe got him here. But I was at the conference the other day, and I was glad you brought this point up, that you're not the same coach that you were. You're not the same player that you are when we played Youngstown State. I'll tell you, Coach, I was on my computer, I was saying Chattanooga Choo-Choo. I was making my reservation.
Let it go, man.
That's it.
Let it go.
So we got that in the win, and we're ready to move forward. We're all in, Coach.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, you know.
Coach Gray back again. But we got to let
Yes, Coach. I was here talking, but you bringing your staff in, your coaching staff and everything. You'll be bringing them with you, or you'll keep the ones.
The staff that we've decided to solicit is a couple guys that from the former staff, a couple guys that have worked with me at Albany State, and then some guys that are from some other places that I've had the privilege of working with in the past, or have a pedigree of success. So there's a mixture of the three when it comes down to it.
Well, I was asking that, Coach, because let me get a proper action next time you hear about that. But anyway, the players that we have over there now, great players, but it's a team ball. They start playing individual ball, and I want to see it check into that for me.
Oh, no, ain't no problem, because that's what it's all about. When you say family, that's what it truly got to be. And I think that was, if I'm being completely honest, I think that was the biggest thing that helped us turn that corner this year at Albany State. The trust that we had as a coaching staff and the players, and the trust that they had in us. And that's what we're doing now in terms of trying to develop those relationships with those kids so they can trust us and we can trust those guys in the key situations. Because in football, there are a number of situations in football. As long as we're putting them through those situations day in and day out in practice, and they out there reacting versus thinking, we got a good product. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much, Coach, and we don't want to hold you too long. We know you just get back, and we have a couple other things we want to get done before you leave today. Prior to 2024, there was no organized major fundraising campaign going on for athletics. So therefore, in March 2024, Eddie Jackson proposed the $1 million campaign for athletics. last year, Mr. Marvin Green, it was last year, was officially hired as the official fundraiser for athletics. And he's here today, and he's going to share with you briefly his official title and what he does, and give us a little update.
Good afternoon. Happy New Year, everyone. Excited to be back amongst Rattlers. I want to take a point of personal privilege on behalf of the FAMU Sports Hall of Fame and send our condolences to the family of Curtis Miranda, a FAMU Sports Hall of Famer, and also Terry Buford, someone I was in school with. You know, we're losing people, and so we have to, you know, realize what's important in life. And I want to say that to those families, express our condolences. Ms. Jackson, I appreciate you bringing that up. My title, I'm Marvin Green. I'm the Major Gift Officer for FAMU Athletics and the March of 100. And the title Major Gift Officer means you go out and you solicit people to give $25,000 or more to the athletic program or a sport, or of course, the March of 100. And we've been off to a great start. For this particular campaign that we're going to talk about today, I'll be short, it's called the Restore the Strike campaign. Are you all in? And one thing about FAMU, it's kind of hard to keep a rumor quiet for too long. So as we were on Christmas break, we of course had an announcement about our football situation. The rumors started swirling about who the successor would be. And thank God that we have a 25-year relationship. I was able to call Coach Gray and say, hey, what are some of your thoughts? What do you want to, you know, what do you want to do? What are some of the things you're trying to do? So when you see Restore the Strike, when you see All In, that came directly from Coach Gray, and that's where that hashtag started. But here's the piece, because in order to have championship programs, you got to have championship supporters. In order to have championship programs, you have to have championship supporters. So every single week, if you're going to have Coach Gray come in front of you, and we're going to grill him on who caught this, who didn't block that, he never gets the chance to grill his supporters on the things that he needs. And so that's why I'm here. But this particular campaign is special because we had a meeting December 21st. And I would probably say for one of the first times ever, the athletic support organizations, Rattler Boosters, Rattler F Club, 220 Club, the Rattler in Arms was on the call, the NAA was on this call, and we got a chance to get together and say, this is what we're trying to do, this is why we're trying to do it, and we got to move fast. We can't just have one of those goals where Coach Gray is going to say it politically correct, whatever you can give. I'm going to say we got to up it. Okay? And so we started a phase one, a $250K challenge to get to $250,000 by January 31st. This started over Christmas, you all. Over Christmas break. We started this December 23rd, 2 days before Christmas. Yesterday was 3 weeks. We had this thing going. We've currently raised $127,000 because of you. $127,000. The organization Kappa Alpha Psi made a $25,000 donation. Let's give a hand for the Kappas. Yesterday, through a conversation, former interim president Dr. Beard gave a contribution, $33,000. Coach Gray, he supports his own program, over $1,000. There's a lot of people over $1,000. So what I'm saying to you is we have to step it up. I'm not saying you haven't. I'm just saying there's two things that you can do. You can take this message back, you can share it with others, and we can make sure that all Rattlers know, because even when you go to the page right now, the link right now, it literally tells you how many donors have given. That number is about 287 people.
290.
290 right now, 290 people. Now, the email that I sent out talking about the campaign went to about 40-some thousand people. 40-something thousand people, and you guys have heard my good buddy, Tommy Mitchell, tell y'all how many living Rattlers are living, and how much participation we got. I hate to put that on the record, but it is what it is. 40-some thousand people the email went to. Now, granted, there's people who click it open, there's people who click the link, etc. But 290 donors have given. We got to get that up. So we got to be in a race to get to 500 donors quickly. Then we got to be in a race to get to 1,000 donors, because this isn't about 250. Let me be very clear. $250,000 is not going to do anything to build a championship program. That's why I said it's phase one. So I don't want anybody to think when you see me coming in, I'll come in a few times to talk about the FAMU Sports Hall of Fame, because that's a great thing, and we're going to have a great event this year. For those of you who don't know, this is the 50th anniversary of the FAMU Sports Hall of Fame. So I'm letting you know right now, that will be the premier black tie event of the fall semester. I promise you. The premier black tie event of the fall semester will be the FAMU Sports Hall of Fame event. That'll be September 18th. I'll tell you the date today. September 18th. I don't know who we play, but we play somebody that weekend. I know that. September 18th is the date. And so I want to just say thank you, Dr. Jackson. Thank you to the FAMU 220 Club for all you've done. So I don't want to take anything away from what you've done already, but I'm saying we got to up it. We have to up it. When you say you support a program, I won't say the name of the school because I'm not going to give them free publicity, but there is a school up north. No. There's a school up north, PWI, that over the Christmas break lost their coach, named their coach, and the very next day put a link online of how you could give to that program. They had it in increments. You want to do $50 a month. You want to do $100 a month. You want to do $250 a month. You want to do $1,000 a month. And guess what? It was going. It moved just like that. So that's the energy we have to have. And again, I'm just talking to you because you guys hear the messages that we give, but you got to share it. A lot of people say, I'm not really into technology. I promise you. Ask your kids to help you out. Make the message, put some people in the inbox, and send it to 10 people. Think about it. If everybody in here just sent it to 10 people, 500 more people would know about the link just like that. And today somebody asked me for the link, gave it, it came up on the phone. You can give just like that. So we appreciate it. We're supporting Coach Gray. We're supporting all of athletics. I want to be clear about that too. AD Davis, he has initiatives and things that he needs. So this is the football. Restore the Strike is FAMU football. But we got 14 kids, as we used to say when I was in athletics. You got 14 kids we got to take care of, which are the other programs need help too. The AD has things that he wants to do. So we have to make sure that we're always all in. So I just want to say, Quinn, we're with you, my brother. We support you. So Restore the Strike, go all in with Quinn. It's on you now. Championship programs have championship supporters. Thank you.
Too far. We have a little presentation that we want to give today, but we want all of you to be part of this. So I need everybody to stand up quickly. Well, before we do this, we want everybody to come up front, and as soon as we do this, we got a few minutes. We want to have a picture with the coach, everybody in it. And but don't go away because we have some announcements. So once we do this, and then you can settle back down, we have some announcements that I see some people in here that we need to recognize. Are you going to recognize the people who came with you? Okay, all right. Well, let's get ready for the presentation, and we'll do the announcements later. I know some people who are here. Okay. Yeah. We got you later. We got you. Okay, come on, while everybody is getting ready, stand up. And we need some gentlemen to quickly move some chairs by. We got. Come on, Joe, so you won't have a heart attack there. We cannot lose another rabbit right now.
And line up.
Come on up quickly, people. We need the tall people in the back. We want
All in
the
the back.
we want the board members. We want the board members seated here in the front, if you don't mind. Elders, not elders, people who need to sit.
I don't have that. What's up, man? All right.
We need the tall gentlemen. And we gotta make 2 rows behind the chairs.
Give you this information.
2 rows behind the chairs
I said I'm
with
gonna
all of
give you
the
this
tall people.
That's if you
in the
want.
back row.
Okay. I'll give you before we leave. Okay. Yeah. Very good.
Okay, we're doing 3 rows. We're doing 3 rows. All of the tall people on the 3rd row. Put a 2nd row, the medium people, and the next row, the short people. Okay, tall people on the 3rd row.
Get back here, Mom.
Coach,
Mhm.
need you up front. And Mr. Green, we need you up front. Okay. Okay, y'all gotta tighten up. We need to be inside this window. If you're not inside this window, right? If you're not inside this blue window, you're not in the picture. Okay? Blue window right here. That's why we need 3 rows.
Get on the other side of that window.
We need 3 rows.
I'm good, right?
Yeah, we need to line up behind this black speaker right here. If you're beyond that, you're not in the picture. Where's our photographer? Okay, photographer.
For the first photo, look at me, please.
Okay, everybody, on behalf of all of these good people, our board decided that we wanted to make a special contribution, and this is our first donation, okay? We have more coming, all right? And also, Mr. Green told me just 12 o'clock this morning that $948 have come in on the link for the 220 members, okay? Mr. Roosevelt Freeman, Roosevelt, put your hand up, walked in today with a check for $250, okay? And so now we have a check for $10,000, our first in amount, okay? Okay, somebody said they didn't hear the amount of the check. It's $10,000. We had 948 to come in on the link already. 250. So we are close to 12,000 today, right at this moment. Okay. All right, everybody, settle down for a quick minute. Okay. All right, may we have your attention, please? Hello. Oh, hello? Okay, please, let's have your attention, okay? All right. We have a couple of announcements. There were some people in here first I wanted to recognize. I saw Ms. Angela Suggs, Assistant to the President. Come up and say hello to us.
Thank you, Dr. Jackson. Happy New Year, Rattlers. On behalf of President Marva Brown Johnson, we are super excited that this is Coach Gray's first 220 Quarterback Club meeting, and we're looking forward to a great season. I know that you all are excited about the energy that is coming from our indoor track and field teams that are tearing it up on the track, our men and women's basketball teams that are tearing it up on the courts, and of course, the electricity that is coming from Coach Quinn Gray, coming back home and restoring the strike. So thank you all so much for your support, and we look forward to seeing you. Go Rattlers, fangs up.
Did I see Coach Rowe? Okay. Hello. Okay. Thanks for coming. I saw somebody else. Coach Gray, was that your assistant with you? Oh, yeah. Somebody disowning y'all. All right. Anybody else? special visitors, okay? Okay, birthday people, don't forget to stop by the table over there. Okay, we have an announcement from Joe Bullard and Leela Walker.
Rattler Nation, tomorrow is Family Day at the Capitol. It begins in the morning at 7:30 at the Faculty Clubhouse, where we'll meet for breakfast and an update on the day's activity. And then we'll depart by bus for the Capitol. And we'll have a bus going back and forth all day from the Capitol to the clubhouse. And we'll meet at the Capitol at 10 o'clock to begin the support of FAMU to the legislatures. And we'll have meetings with legislators all day long. And we'll be on the 22nd floor. And because of the cold weather, we'll be on the 22nd floor rather than in the courtyard. And then we'll have lunch with the band and all others at 12 noon and continue meeting with the legislatures. The registration is a nominal $25, and you can pay when you come to the Capitol. So that's tomorrow. So please, Rattlers, share the word and come and support FAMU at the Capitol, FAMU Day at the Capitol tomorrow.
All right, thank you. All right, Joe.
That's not $25 to get in the Capitol, so don't walk out there saying that. Little Walker say $25 to get in the Capitol, you heard it? Registration only. Hello, Rattlers, how you doing? I'm happy to say that I'm still employed, and I'm on the coaching staff with Quinn Gray. He did not tell y'all that. I'm also on the fundraising for the Marching 100. Marvin didn't tell you that because I wouldn't know that until today. Y'all be a witness. Can I be on that particular part of it? All right, we'll do that one. But all jokes aside, I want to introduce a man that have gotten a signature from our president. His name is Willie Lee, a program that we started some time back off campus, and now he'll be a part of our campus. So please welcome Willie Lee. He is representing what's that letter? A what? Say it. Give it up. He'll tell you more about it. Come, say hello. Are we still online? Okay, it's got to be short, more than a minute. Oh, we off? All right, just kidding. Anyway, please show them how we feel about somebody that's coming to help us at FAMU. This program is now worldwide.
It's great, Joe. So we're doing an internship program. We did it in the fall. We're now interviewing kids for the spring, and it's an AI internship program, so the kids will come out AI ready when they leave FAMU. So I'm glad to be here.
Okay, at this point, I would like to introduce you, in case you don't know, to the new club, Mr. Zachary Ansley.
Yeah. That's all right. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd just like to say thank you. You always telling truth. You need to stop that. I'd just like to say thank you to the FAMU Rattler Booster Board for electing me to this position. I hope that I can. It is not. It is my pleasure to serve in this position, and I just hope that I can do the job that you all have elected me to do with the faith that you have, that I can do it. I don't want to disappoint, but I can tell you this, I can't be successful unless we are successful. So I need your support, and I'm going to be asking for things like contributions, solicitations to go out and raise some money for the Rattler Boosters. And just wanted to mention that the Rattler Boosters have raised for the Restore the Strike. We've been credited with only $2,000, but I think we have approximately $3,000. Some of that money hasn't been transferred from the Restore the Strike to the Rattler Booster ambassadorship, but Marvin said he will do that. Again, thank you all, and appreciate this opportunity. I really do.
Okay, is there anything else we need to do before we go today? Okay, thank all of you for coming. We especially just want to recognize Mr. Roosevelt Freeman again, who drives over from Jacksonville. I saw Maurice Jones earlier. Is he still here? Yeah, okay, Maurice Jones, drives over from Jacksonville to be with us. Any other rappers we need to recognize? Mr. Cobb, Selling Cobb.
One of the things that on my other jobs that I have, we have some pecans that's still available, and we're giving them that first come, first serve. We're also going to ask you to give us a small contribution. So please, see Will Johnson over here? He has an array of pecans. So please come by and take a look at what we have. Thank you.
Okay, again, thanks for coming. We'll see you back next week. We have some very important and special guests lined up for the rest of the month that you don't want to miss. So be sure to be here the next 2 weeks. Have a great day.
No, that's all right. It's what it is. It's real sensitive, the microphone, and so when you hit it or it drops and stuff like that, oh damage. That's all. No, I wasn't fussing. I was just trying to get your attention. That's all. Yes, ma'am. Yes, thank you so much. I understand about the broadcast. The mic is still on. Typing up something right now.
I guess I'm right. So what I'll do is, let me see your email when I get cut off. Thank you for whatever it is, and I'm gonna tell you to send me back. Just send me back an email that says, Mark, we're going to transfer this amount from whatever account for the Restore the Strike, whatever your account name. Put that in the email, and I'll already have the young lady attached who does it, and she'll add it to that account. So the account will go on the ambassador page. Okay?